Hello and welcome everybody, my name is PlentyAZach and welcome to an audio comparison today between the Lewitt LCT 440 Pure and the tried and true and trusted Blue Yeti microphone. This is going to be a rather informal test, but I wanted to go through and show you the raw audio that's inside of this thing, as well as what it can show and what it can be, I should say, when you throw a little bit of post-processing on it. There's a lot of people out there that say that the Blue Yeti microphone is not a good microphone to utilize. And depending on how you use it, I would agree with that. Putting it on omnidirectional mode and sticking it right in front of your keyboard is not the way to go about this. But if you can get in a microphone stand, that's like $15 on Amazon, or even make one yourself, I honestly think it's quite comparable to a lot of the different microphones that are out there. So let's go ahead and do some testing. One of the first things I want to do for us today is actually read an excerpt from a fantastic D&D book, so that we have something to compare the audio between both of these pre and post-processing. You've been on the tri-boar trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thicket on either side. You've been on the tri-boar trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thicket on either side. You've been on the tri-boar trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thicket on either side. You've been on the tri-boar trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot two dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thicket on either side. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the background noise rejection of both of these microphones. I'm going to be playing some white noise, and I'm going to be basically circling around both of the microphones to see what the background noise rejection is like, as well as what some of the side rejections are for both of these mics as well. So this would be essentially the noise profile coming straight from my mouth, about, again, that 15 or so centimeters away. So now I'm going to go up on top of the LCT. See what that is. Gonna come around to the backhand side here. And again, I'm also keeping right around that 15 centimeter or so range. Now we're coming up on the Blue Yeti microphone. I'm now on its left-hand side, 90 degrees. And again, circling right back around to the front. Now I'll go below it, just in case this might have a different effect to it. And then I'll also go above, in terms of at least the microphone placement. Now let's take a look at what the actual kind of sound profile is in a room that's somewhat dampened. I don't have any dampening on my walls, but I have a nice big bed with a big comforter around me, and the floor has a bunch of carpeting on it, so it's a relatively dampened room. So there should be a little bit of ringing. Now, I use both of these microphones for YouTube video gaming, or Twitch live streaming, depending on which one you want to use it with. So for me, I wanted to find a microphone that allowed me to have some pretty good vocals, because I like to, do some really weird, strange voices when I'm doing all my stuff, right? Or maybe I want to be an old man and I'm going about all this stuff here. But I also wanted to make sure that I could kind of lean in nice and close if I really want to get that interesting, nice and even, smooth tone from the proximity effect of, in this case, the LCT 440 Pure. Or maybe I wanted to have the proximity effect from the Blue Yeti microphone. Now, this one here on the Blue Yeti, you have to be a little careful because this particular microphone seems to be a little hotter than the LCT counterpart. For those that are wondering, the LCT is running into a Yamaha MG10XU as my XLR interface. I have no processing done at all on that particular thing. This is just simply the raw sound that is coming in and out of both of these microphones. So I know that this was a relatively informal kind of testing between the two microphones here, but I just wanted to show essentially what some of the differences are pre and post processing for both of these microphones. If you guys want more in-depth or further things, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this, hit a thumbs up. Otherwise, I hope this was helpful for you guys. And if you want me to actually go through the audio editing that I did do, let me know and we'll go from there. So till then, I'll see you all in the next one. Love ya. Bye.